Hello, students. Hope you are not getting that much time to get bored during this lockdown. Fine. Let's recall everything what we studied in the last class. We studied about celestial bodies, stars, constellations, pole star, moon. We studied about all these things. So, what are celestial bodies? The sun, moon, and the other shining objects in the night sky. And what are stars? Stars are the celestial bodies having their own heat and light and are made up of gases. They are made up of the gases of clouds. And what are constellations? Constellations are the pattern of stars. They are the various patterns that are formed by the group of stars. Yes. What is moon? What is pole star? Pole star is a north star that is indicating the north direction. Is a north star that is indicating the north direction. And how it helped the people in the ancient times? It helped to determine directions during the night, because the people in the ancient times, they were not having the Google Maps like today we have. And what about moon? We studied that only natural satellite on earth is the moon. Yes. So today what we'll discuss is, today we'll study about the planets, the solar system, the earth, the satellites, the asteroids, the meteoroids. Okay, so let's start with the things. That was stars, what we discussed, the celestial bodies which emit their own heat and light. But now what we'll discuss about the celestial bodies, the heavenly bodies, which do not have their own heat and light, and we call it as planets. If they don't have their own heat and light, so how they are lightened up? They are lit by the light of the stars. These planets are lightened up with the lights of the stars. These are called planets. Those celestial bodies which do not have their own heat and light are called as planets. The word planet comes from the Greek word planetai, which means wanderers. What do you understand by wanderers? That is moving, always moving. They are moving around the stars. The stars are so big, and planets are comparatively smaller than the stars. So these planets are moving. They are the wanderers. So this planet word is derived from planetai. And when we talk about planet, we all know that on which planet do we live? We live on Earth. Our Earth is a planet which receives all its heat and light from the sun. That is our nearest star. How our planet Earth is getting heat and light? Because the planets are not having their own heat and light, so Earth is also not having their own heat and light. How Earth is being lightened up? How Earth is getting the heat and light? It receives the heat and light from the sun, that is our nearest star. Okay, so like Earth, we have 7 other planets. Earlier we were having 9 planets, but now we have 8 planets. So like our Earth, we have 7 more planets that get heat and light from sun. We have discussed about the planets. So how many planets do we have in our solar system? We have 8 planets now, and earlier how many planets we were having? 9 planets. So after 2006 we have 8 planets. Which planet was excluded? Ninth planet, the Pluto, was excluded from our solar system. Which planet was excluded from our solar system? The ninth planet, Pluto, was excluded from our solar system. When it was excluded? In August 2006. In August 2006, it was excluded from our solar system. And we have 8 planets now. In a meeting of IAU, that is International Astronomical Union, where in this association we have professional astronomers. In this meeting, a decision was taken that Pluto, like other celestial objects, may be called as dwarf planet. So it was excluded. So what are the leftovers? What are the left planets? They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. These are the 8 planets. You can see all the 8 planets here. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So, first one is Mercury, a smallest and the nearest planet to the Sun. Which is the smallest planet? Mercury. And it is the nearest planet to the Sun. Next is Venus. It is considered as the Earth's twin. Why it is considered as the Earth's twin? Because of the similar size and shape to that of the Earth. Earth and Venus are having the same size and shape, because of which Venus is called as the Earth's twin. The next planet is on which we live, that is Earth, the third planet from the Sun. The third planet and the fifth largest planet in the solar system. Fifth largest planet in the solar system and the third planet from the Sun. Next is Mars. Mars is fourth planet from the Sun. Mars is fourth planet from the Sun. It is the second smallest. Which is the smallest planet? Smallest planet is Mercury. And with, Mars is also known as red planet. Mars is also known as red planet. These all 4 are the inner planets. Why they are called as inner planets? Because they are closer to the Sun. Because they are closer to the Sun. So they are called as inner planets. These 4, the Mercury, the Venus, Earth and Mars, they are the inner planets. Next is Jupiter. Jupiter is the 5th planet from the Sun and it is the largest planet we all know. The largest planet is Jupiter and it also has the rings like Saturn. Saturn has the rings around it. Jupiter also has the rings around it. Jupiter has dark rings. It has dark rings around it that is made up of dust and tiny pieces of rocks. That is made up of dust and tiny pieces of rock. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system and it is the 5th planet from the Sun. Moreover, it is such a large planet, it is so big that you could fit all the other planets in the solar system inside it. It is such a big planet that you could fit all the other planets in the solar system inside it. So it is called as the largest planet. Next is Saturn. Saturn is the 6th planet from the Sun and it is the second largest. The largest is Jupiter and the second largest is Saturn after Jupiter. Unlike Jupiter, it has bright rings, whereas Jupiter was having dark rings. Saturn has bright rings. These rings can be seen from the Earth with the help of the powerful telescope. With the help of the powerful telescope, we can see the rings around the Saturn. Next is Uranus. This is the 7th planet from the Sun and often referred to as an ice giant planet. This is the 7th planet and often referred to as a giant planet. That is ice giant planet. Next is Neptune. Neptune is 8th planet from the Sun. This is 8th planet from the Sun and it is the coldest planet. Why it is the coldest planet? Because it is very far from the Sun. Okay, so the temperature remains cold over there. So it is the 8th planet from the Sun and it is the coldest planet and most distant planet from the Sun in the solar system and most distant planet from the Sun in the solar system. So these 4, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, these are the outer planets because they are far from the Sun. These 4 planets are called as outer planets, whereas the inner planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. And outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. There's another way to remember these planets in sequence. How you can learn is, can you see the first alphabets of all these name of the planets? M, V, E, M, J, S, U, N, that has been marked with red. So you can also learn the sequence. It's an easy order to memorize the name of the planets in order of their distance from the sun. That is M, my, V, very, E, efficient, M, mother, J, just, S, served, U, S, N, nuts. That is my very efficient mother just served us nuts. By this sequence you can memorize the name of the planets. Like my very efficient mother just served us nuts. So my M, Mercury, very, V, Venus, efficient, E, Earth, mother, M, Mars, just, J, Jupiter, served, S, Saturn, us, U, Uranus, nuts, N, Neptune. So this is the easy way to memorize. I'll repeat it again. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. By this way you can memorize the sequence of the planets. In this slide you can see the picture of the solar system. Can you see the picture of the solar system? The sun and the other planets. You can also see the Pluto out of the orbit. Yes. Just see all the planets, and you can also see the moving planets. For that you can just copy the link to your browser. The link is given here. Just copy out the link to your browser and you can see the video of the moving planet. Can anybody guess that why we call it a solar system? Why not any other system? Okay, just look at this slide. This is called solar system because S-O-L, Sol in Roman mythology is the sun god. And solar means related to sun. Yes, and we all know that sun is the head of the family of the planets. Okay, sun has the family of the planets and sun is the head. Like we have the family members and we have our head member, or the senior member, that is the father or the grandfather. Yes, who's the head of the family. This is how sun is the head of the family of planets, and this is why this is called solar system, because solar means related to sun and the family of the sun, therefore called as solar system. Okay, this is why this is called as solar system, not any other system. And about the inner planets and outer planets, we have discussed it before also. Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, they are the inner planets. Why they are called it as inner planets? Because they are very close to the sun and are made up of rocks. Whereas outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, they are the outer planets and they are very far from the sun. They are very far from the sun and are huge planets that are made up of gases and liquids. Inner planets are made up of rocks, whereas outer planets are made up of gases and liquids. Let us study about our planet Earth now. The Earth is the third nearest planet to the sun. We all know that. How it's the third nearest planet? Because first is Mercury, second is Venus, and third nearest planet is Earth to the sun. Moreover, it is the fifth largest planet, which is the largest planet in the solar system, that is Jupiter, and fifth largest planet is our planet Earth. Moreover, it is slightly flattened at the poles. You can see the picture given in the slide that our Earth is not spherical in shape, but it is slightly flattened at the poles. Poles are one at the top, that is North Pole, and at the bottom we have South Pole. So we have slightly flattened at the poles, and the shape what we get is geoid or earth-like shape. You all know that geo means earth, so geoid or earth-like shape. Moreover, it has favorable conditions to support life, that is neither too hot nor too cold. Because how we have favorable conditions? Because the planets before Earth are so near to the sun that it is very hot and it does not support life there, and the planets after the Earth, that is so cold, moreover that is far away from the sun. So because of that coldness, because of that particular thing, we cannot survive there. So earth has proper favorable conditions to support life, that is neither too hot and neither too cold. Moreover, it has water and air, which are very essential for our survival. We all know that we need water and air to survive. So our planet Earth has water and air that are very, very essential for our survival. That is why our Earth is a unique planet in the solar system. That is why our Earth is a unique planet in the solar system. And we all know that it's a blue planet. You can see the backdrop of this slide, all blue. Why is this called a blue planet? Because from the outer space, when we see the Earth appears blue. Why it appears blue? We all know, because its 2/3 surface is covered by water. Because its 2/3 surface is covered by water. That is why our planet Earth is called a blue planet. We have done the word natural satellite before. When we were discussing about moon, we have heard this word. So what is satellite? Satellite, it's a celestial body that moves around the planets. And planets move around sun. Like there is a sun, and around sun planets are moving, and around the planets satellites are moving. So satellites are the celestial body that move around the planets in the same way as the planets move around the sun. And we have two types of satellites: natural satellite, human made satellite. Natural satellite, we have done moon is a natural satellite. Okay, any celestial body in space that orbits around a larger body, it's a natural satellite. And what is human made satellite? An artificial body designed by scientists. That means a natural satellite is not been designed by the scientist, whereas human made satellite, it's an artificial body that is designed by scientists to gather information about the universe or for communication, like broadcasting, telecommunication. Okay, however we are using television and different telecommunication, these are because of the satellites we are using. And how we used to launch it? It is carried by a rocket and placed in the orbit around the Earth. The orbit around the Earth, there it is being launched by the help of the rocket. It is being carried by the help of the rocket there. And for example, Indian satellites, Indian human made satellites such as INSAT or EduSat. What is INSAT? INSAT is Indian National Satellite. Indian National Satellite. And what is EduSat? EDUSAT, that's Educational Satellite. And why it was launched? Why this educational satellite was launched? To give us the technological classroom, to give us the technological education. Okay, that is meant, this EduSat is meant for distant classroom education from school level to higher education. So two types of satellites: human made satellites and natural satellites. Now asteroids and meteoroids. There are numerous tiny bodies which move around the sun, apart from stars, planets and satellites. And moreover, they found in between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. These asteroids are the large rocky bodies which are found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, and they move around the sun. They are known as asteroids. And the largest asteroid is Ceres. And what are meteoroids? They are the small pieces of rocks which move around the sun. They are the small pieces. And sometimes what these meteoroids do, they try to come near the earth and tend to fall on it. Okay, when they come near the earth and tend to fall on it, during this process, as we all know that earth is covered with the atmosphere, we have atmosphere around earth. So when these meteoroids tend to fall on it and when they come in the contact with the air, so due to the friction with the air, these meteoroids get heated up, and because of that heating, they started burning, and when they burned, they cause a flash of light. It causes a flash of light. So these meteorites, somehow, when they come into the contact with the atmosphere, in the air, when they come into contact, due to the friction of the air, they get heated up. These meteorites get heated up and they get burned, which causes flash of light. Okay, so these are asteroids, which are large rocky bodies, move around the sun and are found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, whereas meteoroids, they're the small pieces of rock which move around the sun, and they tend to come near the earth and tend to fall on it. Next is galaxy and the universe. A huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases is called a galaxy. A huge system of what? Billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. A galaxy is a huge system that is having billions of stars and clouds of gases and dust. Then we call it as galaxy. And our solar system is in which galaxy? It's Milky Way galaxy, and it is also called as Akash Ganga. Our solar system is a part of a galaxy called Akash Ganga or Milky Way galaxy. And when we have billions of such galaxies, that make up the universe. Like, for example, a planet, our Earth, our planet is very big, and that Earth is the part of the solar system. In the solar system, we have many such planets, right? And that solar system is a part of Milky Way galaxy. And like this Milky Way galaxy, we have billions of such galaxies that make up the universe. So it is very difficult to imagine how big the universe is. Let's recapitulate everything what we did. First, planets. Planets are the celestial bodies that do not have their own heat and light. Moreover, how many planets are there? Now we have 8 planets, and earlier we were having 9 planets. And which planet is excluded? 9th planet, that is Pluto, was excluded in 2006. And then we are living on the planet Earth. And what is the shape of our planet? That is geoid or Earth-like shape. Okay, and why we call it as geoid, not spherical, although it looks like round? Because at the poles they are flattened, slightly flattened at the poles. Okay, after that we studied about the satellites. Satellites are the celestial bodies that move around the planets, and we have natural satellite and human made satellite. What next is asteroids? What is asteroid? These are the rocky bodies that move around the sun, and Ceres is the largest asteroid. And what are the meteoroids? They are the small pieces of rocks that move around the sun and tend to fall on it, and when they try to fall on it, somehow they get friction with the air, and when there is a friction with the air, it started burning up. Because of the heat, it started burning up. And what is next is galaxy and universe. What is galaxy? Huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. This is galaxy. And when there are billions of galaxies, then we call it as universe. In universe, we have billions of galaxies. Then we call it as a universe. Thank you.